Hi, friend. If you turn to any of the news cable outlets, you are going to find extensive coverage on the Republican and Democrat primaries, especially the Republican primaries. Well, you'll see the host sitting there, the panels discussing the primaries, the number of delegates, winner take all, proportional, what's the threshold, all of these different things, these different vocabulary words and these different predictions. And sometimes we're sitting there scratching our heads. I thought to myself, why not do a service to the viewers of this program? And so we have created for you a very rudimentary, very simple tool that you can use in the comfort of your home, in front of your computer, to look at every single primary and to understand what's going on, and if you're so inclined, to make your own predictions. Take that, Wolf Blitzer. All right, first let's go, and by the way, this is one of those days where I'm going to wear my glasses for the entire show, so I ask your forgiveness if there's any reflection, but I've got too much reading to do. So this is what I'm about to show you. In fact, go ahead, Billy Bob, put it up. This is a PDF that is at our website. So go to voiceofresistance.com and you can see this PDF. It's on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of white paper, very rudimentary, very Spartan, but you can print it and you can use it over and over again. And as the primaries go forward, we will update it. So with every primary election, we will make the changes. So look at the very top. This is the GOP, the Republican primary schedule and delegate counts. By the way, GOP stands for Grand Ole Party. It's just a nickname, okay? So GOP equals Republican. So the GOP primary schedule and delegate counts. And as it says here, you can visit our website after every primary and we will update these numbers. So the delegate count as of the morning of the 8th of March, and remember, you got to have 1,237 to win. Trump has 384. Cruz has 300. Rubio has 151. Kasich has 37. And by the way, some of the other numbers that are not up here, this is almost funny. If you want to know how to really invest your money in delegates, you have to study Jeb Bush. He spent over $120 million and has 4 delegates to show for it. That's roughly $30 million per delegate. Go, 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 Republican establishment. Okay, now look at the March 8th. Oh, I'm sorry, let me continue explaining how this key works. So when you see a P on the page, that means proportional. You've heard over and over about these proportional primaries. Here's what it means. Look at the next one. It says percentage, the little percentage emblem. It's the percentage of votes required to win any delegates in a proportional state. So, look at the first one, Hawaii. All right, there's 19 delegates. To get any of the delegates, if you're running for office, you have to hit a threshold of 20%. If you get 19%, you get 0 delegates. If you get 21% of the vote, you get 21% of the delegates. It's that simple. So if Trump gets 40%, he'll get 40% of the delegates, of the 19 delegates. And if Cruz gets 30%, he'll get 30% of the 19 delegates, etc. The WTA that you'll see in these columns stands for winner take all, and CD stands for congressional district. For example, actually we'll use the example when we get there. So in tonight's primary, March the 8th, there are 4 states up for grabs: Hawaii, Idaho, Mississippi, and Michigan. All of them are proportional states. Trump, as of the polling that is current this morning, Trump is way up in Michigan and he's way up in Mississippi. But remember, they're proportional states. So if Trump gets 40% of the vote in Mississippi, but Cruz gets 25%, that's not such a blowout for Cruz. In other words, it's bragging rights for Trump to say that he won the state, but he's not winning all the delegates. So they're going to have to divide those delegates. It's very possible tonight that Kasich and Rubio in those 4 states will either not hit the threshold in any of them or barely hit the threshold in some of them. So we will keep you posted. I'm going to give you a prediction in a few minutes of how I think this is going to come out, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You'll notice, by the way, that on the 12th of this month, Guam and Washington, D.C. have their primaries. You want to hear something really funny? Washington, D.C. has 3 electoral votes. They actually get to vote for the president, but they don't have any U.S. senators, and they don't have a sitting U.S. House member. There's no one in the House of Representatives that has the right to vote on the floor of the U.S. House. When we come back from this break, I'm going to tell you a comic little embarrassing secret. I was going to say a dirty secret. It's a dirty, embarrassing secret about U.S. governance and the Electoral College and people's right to vote. Did you know that there are a lot of people that the U.S. has sovereignty over that don't get to vote? Don't go away.